In this video we are learning something about pointers. Pointers usually is the most difficult part in C-level language for beginners, so we want to make this part easy. First of all, we want to learn what is a pointer. So we will start at the very basics with absolutely no knowledge. And after this video I will explain why we are going to use pointers. So what's the catch here? So first, we don't want to worry about why we need pointers. First thing is we want to know what is a pointer. So a pointer is like a variable. So first of all, we know we have variables. I will call that int ptr for pointer. That is a common variable, and I can make it a pointer with that star. We already saw that here, so we assume that is a pointer, and it is a pointer, so just to say that now. And a pointer has a data type and a name, like a variable. So we can also go here and say, okay, that's a character pointer, and that's perfectly fine. So this one is an integer pointer, and this one is a character pointer. Okay. Can I assign a value to a pointer, and what might this value be? First, yes, I can. Second, what is this value? Can I assign just any number to a pointer like I would do for integer? The answer is no, that will not be working. We will try that, because don't believe my words, believe your compiler. Your compiler will give you an error or a warning. In this case it's just a warning. Assignment makes pointer from integer without a cast. You see there's a problem, but I didn't even set I want all warnings, so this must be a critical warning. And we still get an executable, so this is quite dangerous. Okay, so we can't, this is wrong. Okay. So let me show you the way to do it. Let's say we have an integer, a, and that integer has a specific value. Now I can assign this integer to a pointer. And this one is also wrong, we can't do this, but we can do this. We need the AND symbol for declaring a pointer. So what is this value now? What is this? We will check that. We could go here and we can be very naive and say, okay, just give me that value of that pointer, whatever it holds. You see, we don't get any warning, so seems like we are fine. And we get a value. This value is a little bit strange, so it's not really our 42, and it's not really close to it. That we have a 42 inside of it is just a coincidence. So how can we access our old value? Well, we can do so by just using the star again, because the star will give us access to the value stored or to the value pointed to by our pointer. This seems like very complicated, but it's not. Let me explain this to you. We already know how we can access the value of a. We just provide a. And printf. And you saw I assigned the value and a to the pointer. So we can be curious about what is AND A. And the problem is this AND symbol usually is not explained a lot in tutorials, so I want to take the chance here and explain this to you. We can see that the AND A has exactly the same value that our pointer has. And this is of course no coincidence because we assigned the value on purpose here. So what is this AND A? This AND in front of a variable will point to the address of the variable. So a pointer will store the address of a variable, not the value itself. So this explains this one here. So we just give our address to this pointer. And the problem is usually we don't want to have that address. We don't care about it. We care about the value that holds the value that the pointer is pointing to. So the pointer is pointing to A, and we care about the value of A. So to get this value, we have to take the star symbol. To get the address, we omit the star. By the way, that D is wrong. If you want the address, use the P, but we don't care much about this. It's just for explaining here. We explain the very basics of pointers. And if we have a variable, we know that we need some kind of address in our memory. And this value of the variable is stored inside of some address. And we can get this address by using the AND symbol in front of the A. So this is all very complicated, and we want to make use of pointers. We want to know why we use that, so we can clear up all the things a little, and we can get a little bit more professionalism inside the pointers. So let me sum up this lesson. First, to declare a pointer, you have to use the normal declaration of a variable. Just put a star inside in front of the name. If you want to assign a value to a pointer, you can just assign memory addresses to a pointer. So you have to use the AND in front of a variable name. If then you want to use the pointer to get a value of a variable, you have to put the star in front of the pointer name. If you have a variable and you want to get the memory address, of course, you have to set the AND in front of that name of the variable. I hope this is a little bit more clear now, because the main problem is the AND and the star. When do I put what? So that's the main reason for this video. I hope you got it, and if you did, we can go to the next video, and I will show you one example of when we use pointers. And actually the next chapter after we saw the basics of pointers will be all about what we can do with pointers. So this is a very big topic, and it's pretty important you understand it. Okay, see you in the next video.